Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
This is UMAR AHMED for IFLCB in association with MTK Global. I'm joined by Mr. Anthony Yarde. You okay?
I'm fantastic.
Okay.
It's boxing. When I was an amateur, it went to points and they gave it to the guy. It was worse than amateurs, but because it was only 3 rounds. But again, this feels like that same kind of feeling. It feels a very, very similar feeling. I'm very confident, I'm very strongly opinionated that I won the fight. I pressured the whole fight. I was on the front foot. I feel like I landed the clean, not effective punches. And again, I hurt him. At no point in the fight did he hurt me, did he rock me, did he stop me from coming forward. If you look at the way I was boxing, later rounds I was confident that I was up on the scorecards or whatever. But again, it's living and learning. Yeah, I'm just pissed off.
Okay. Was it fair to say that you didn't work as much tonight, Anthony? Is that a fair comment?
I don't think so. Again, in boxing, I'm going through my career and I'm still learning every fight. And one thing I've learned is to not be silly. You don't walk into shots. You don't get reckless and just start throwing wild shots. Of course, there's going to be things I could have done differently, but at the time I was so confident that I was winning the rounds. A few rounds I gave him, or a couple rounds I gave him, but I was confident I was winning the rounds, round by round. I don't think the judges or people was scoring the harsh right hands to the body. The pressure of making the fight, I don't know.
Did you fight as you expected?
Yeah. I feel like he fought how I expected. Flicking at a jab. Again, he caught me with a couple good jabs. Look, I got a bitch face. You know them. That's what they call it on the roadside. Like, you got a face like a bitch. My mum used to say it to me. You got a little bitch face. You get hit. If you get any little thing, you come up with marks. Even when I'm sparring, same shit. If I get even the slightest jabs or anything like that, I mark. But again, clean effective shots. I hurt him several times in the fight. And I'm confident of that. Again, what am I meant to do?
What did you think when it was the final round and you was hurting him a lot? Did you think you could get the stoppage in there?
Again, he was holding, which again is smart. It's probably a good experience. But I was still confident. That was just like a little solidifier. Because obviously everyone knows my style. I want to please the fans and get a knockout. Because I thought it was like, from a fan's perspective, it wouldn't have been an exciting fight. So I said, you know what, last round, I want to go out there and put the stamp on it, get the knockout. I hurt him a couple of times, but he survived it, he held and stuff.
What about after the final bout, Anthony? Can you honestly put your hand on heart and say you thought you definitely won that fight?
100%. 100%. It's like, I don't know if I'm seeing something else or what, but again, I'll go back and watch the fight. I'm an open and honest person. If I watch the fight back and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I didn't see that fight, I'll put out a little tweet or something and say, you know, he won the fight. But absolutely, 100%, I'm confident he didn't win that fight. I pressured the whole fight. Again, I'm going to give you the reasons I thought I won the fight. I pressured the whole fight. I made the whole fight. I landed the cleaner and effective shots. I stopped him completely from throwing his right hand. He landed one right hand, which landed. The second right hand he threw got countered. And then after that, was when it went into the last round, I hurt him heavy. Almost like I wobbled him a couple times. And mid-fight as well, caught him with clean right hands. I caught him with a left hook that sent him halfway across the ring. That's my recalls of the fight. Jabs to the body, they're not counting these things. I know they're not. The hard jabs to the body, the straight right hands to the body. But again, it's boxing. That's why I've always had that mentality. Because of what happened to me in amateurs, I've always had that mentality. Don't leave it in the hands of the judges. But again, sometimes it's not about being reckless and, you know, just not caring about any sort of defense or anything like that. But yeah, without over talking or doing whatever, I thought I won the fight.
Okay, that's fair enough. Maybe you can go back and watch it and then make another assessment.
I definitely will do it. I'll go back and watch it. Even in my last fight against Dex Spellman, the commentators and some people were saying how Dex Spellman won a few rounds or won a couple of rounds, and I was like, what are these people seeing? Like, I just don't understand it. Maybe stylistically, because I've built up a record of knocking everybody out. That's what's expected of me. So it's like they want to see me landing big, effective shots, and everything has to be me. Again, sometimes I feel like the judges play into the crowd, and he had a lot of people here supporting today. I only had 2 people, my sister and my niece, because I didn't know that, you know, we could have got a certain amount of tickets or whatever. But it is what it is, man.
Anthony, I guess just lastly, Lyndon did say there is a rematch clause, so
Yes.
is that in your mind
100%.
what happens next year?
100%. This is boxing. It's like, in my mind, it's like I'm saying I could have probably stopped him, but it's about risk in boxing. Sometimes you have to be careful. You can't just be going in reckless. You've got to work your way in, etc. But again, I was just like, look, end of the year. I know I don't want to go 12 rounds, but it is what it is. At the end of the fight, yeah, I said to him, I was confident I won the fight. He did look like he was scared or whatever. So I said, you took me 12 rounds. He was like, yeah. He's like, it was hard for me to land my right hand against you, man. He's like, you got good defense and blah, blah, blah. He goes, you hurt me at the end with a body shot. I was like, oh, I love, man, respect, blah, blah, blah. Because again, there's respect between us. After the fight, he said the same thing. And then, I'm not going to keep on going on and off about it, but it is what it is.
Anthony, I really do appreciate your time on IFL
Yes,
TV.
yes.
And listen, I'm sure you'll bounce back next year, that's a guarantee. And we'll catch up in some big fights next year, all right?
Lions in the camp.
This is something that comes along every now and then in generation, and it's special.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.